Hey guys, Jason from Pro Dogs Dog Training. Hey, I'm going to do a quick little video on the upkeep of the back transport. So I'm not really getting ready for a trial right now, but however, I want to maintain a lot of my secondary obedience. And a lot of times people think they need a helper. They need to go do protection in order to work on secondary obedience. And this is just not the case. So today I'm going to be using an indirect reward on the ground. It's something really high intrinsic value the dog really likes. I'm also going to be rewarding directly to me, which is a tug that you see dangling on the side of my chair. And as we go along, you kind of see how the dog is gravitating, and really when I'm reinforcing and how I'm reinforcing is really important. In other words, the more times we send the dog to the larger indirect reward on the ground, the more the dog wants to gravitate to that. No different than this. If you give your dog multiple bites to the helper and you're not engaging, you're not rewarding the dog for secondary obedience, the dog is going to gravitate to go want to fight with the helper. However, if you are engaging and playing with the dog more in the foundation of your secondary obedience, the dog is going to gravitate to you. And so this foundational work can actually be done at home using just indirect rewards. And when we use indirect rewards, we want something that's really high value. In other words, your typical ball that you use on a regular basis probably isn't as high value as a large tug, or even sometimes just leaving a sleeve on the ground can be a really high intrinsic secondary reward. So let's see how it goes and go from there. Yes. In. Yes. Good decision. Very nice. In. Helper. With. Helper. Yes. Nice. Good job. Good decision. Oh, good decision. In. Helper. Transport. Get it. Good job. Nice. Good job. Outside. In. Push. Helper. Transport. Yes. Nice. That was really good. Good job, buddy. That was really nice. In. Helper. Push. Helper. Transport. Yes. Nice. Good job. Very nice. Helper. Transport. Push. Halt. Helper. Get it. Good job. Nice. Good job. Come. House. Yes. Helper. Push. Helper. Transport. Push. Get it. Nice. Good job. Helper. Push. Transport. Push. Helper. Get it. Nice. All right, so let's kind of break down what I saw and some things I need to work on there. So on the halts, he kind of moves back a little bit out of position. I need to go back and probably lure the heel position on the left-hand side just kind of strengthen that. He started to anticipate going around behind me to get the reinforcer, which is fine. I'm really working on foraging in the back transport, and I would rather have the dog gravitate to moving back on the word transport than moving forward on the word transport. And so I just need to go back and kind of clean up a little bit that halting so he doesn't move out of position. Besides that, we need to work on a little vocalization. It's not a huge deal, but when he gets frustrated, he starts kind of whining and vocalizing a little bit. So those are the two main things. I was really happy with how clear he was when I sent him to the indirect, or when I sent him to my primary or my secondary reinforcer that's on my chair. And so that really, really helped him. So if you're struggling with the back transport, man, I really encourage you guys to teach your dog to go behind you and get a reinforcer that's in your right hand. Instead of always trying to reward the dog to the indirect, reward the item that the dog really, really wants to get to. Instead of trying to reward the dog to that item, instead reward your dog to yourself behind you on the right, and that'll really, really help with a lot of your back transport issues. So anyways, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, and thank you so much, and happy training.